Hello Internet. So, going over my Preparedness Loadout kit for doing goon shit, I guess. I don't know what else to call it, but I want to talk about main gear, so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to go over the rifle first, and then probably go bottom to top. So, alright, getting into it. The rifle is a upper receiver, is a Stag Arms upper with some N-Lock handguard, I don't know whatever it came with. ATX Armory lower with a CMC trigger in it, and I kind of built it myself before I knew that you should probably buy a rifle rather than put one together yourself if you're going to rely on it for keeping you safe. So expect this to change in the future. Up front I got a Streamlight, I think it's HLX or ProTac something, Streamlight weapon light, and a BCM foregrip with some Magpul rail scales, because this thin N-Lock gets pretty hot, so that helps a lot. Along with the wrap, I kind of did that myself. I just kind of cut up some shorts and wrapped some paracord through it. You can see it there, and it turned out pretty cool, I think. So got the pressure pad on top, and moving back, got a Holosun red dot. It's the solar one. So that's that. What else? Magpul stuff, bad lever, and a Ferro Concepts Slingster, which is pretty sick. You got the quick adjustment. You need to keep it tight, use your hands, and then it opens up pretty good. What else? That's pretty much the rifle. Okay, so one quick thing before I set the rifle down. So my emergency reload for the rifle is right back here. As you see it on most battle belts, it's quick, easy to get to. And then I have two pistol mags up front that aren't particularly for any emergency reload on the pistol. The reasoning for that, if I'm transitioning from my rifle and going to my pistol, my rifle's sitting pretty much right on top of those. So if I'm going to reload this guy, I either got to get this out of the way, or I got to come under it and pull them around the sling, that sort of thing. So to get around that, I just have the extended magazines sitting right there. So that's the rifle. Let's move on. Yeah, okay. So that's the idea behind these guys right here. Let's finish going over the belt. The pants actually are AOR2 Patagonia level 9s. I heard a lot of shitty things about these when they first started coming around, but apparently they've made a lot of improvements. And AOR2 is sick, and I live in the Pacific Northwest. It's green as hell, so that was the idea behind this choice. I won't get too much into it, but let's move to the battle belt. So, pistol right here, obviously Glock 19. You've seen this. Enforce APL up front, and it sits inside a T-Rex Arms Ragnarok holster. I'm going to go over the setup with the drop leg system a little later. This is an elastic, I think it's T-Rex Arms too. It's a tourniquet holder, just so it's like right up front, quick, easy to get to either hand. Pistol mags, like I said earlier, rifle reload. This is kind of a general purpose boo-boo pouch, I guess. I also keep Ear Pro in it. Just a tiny little multi-cam pouch. This guy is a Daniel Winkler fixed blade knife. This is not like a fighting knife or anything. That's kind of like, I'm not going to reach this far back to grab a knife to fight with. If I'm in a situation where if I'm in a grappling situation, I'm probably going to go for this guy before I go for a gun. So this is more for survival sort of situations more than anything. So I think that's it for the belt. It's a Safe Life Defense 2-piece belt, Molly on the front. Simple setup. Plate carries a Mayflower APC with hoplite armor plates in it. They're 8x10s because I'm kind of a skinny fuck. and I had to do some modifying to get it to work perfectly in here, but I'll go over that later. So hoplite plates in the Mayflower APC got Spiritus, triple shingle, triple mag pouch up front. I like these because they're elastic and they collapse down really tight, but the loops up front on top make it so you could either put a bungee through it, but it also makes it, if you got to get it back in there with one hand, it's not as difficult as it would be in like a Blue Force or some other pouches that don't have that loop up top. So I like the Spiritus triple mag up front. To the right, it's a 7.62 tactical Taylor pouch. Just holds a radio or my phone, whatever I need. Right on my two S-Tac Kiwi mag pouches for the Glock mags, the 32 rounders, 30, something like that. It's an M81 and it totally is like almost completely brown, so it is what it is. But yeah, that's why it just looks brown. It actually is a camouflage. Alright, moving back is a Tier Tactical IFAC pouch. I'll open it up and go over it a little later. But that is that. What else? Tier Tactical hydration carrier on the back. It's our Morel, like low top boots. Some cool camo socks. Third line is either, if I'm gonna have a third line, if I'm not just running water on this guy, I'll either run this like a direct action. This is like just a backpack, but it is the equivalent of like a 3-day assault pack. I could fit a lot of shit in here if I had to, and I can molly some extra pouches on the front because there's a lot of molly space on that. And if I'm gonna be in some sort of situation where I need like overnight, I have a Molly 2 is like a standard USGI Molly 2 rucksack. And I would do a separate video on all the junk and sustainment gear I keep in this guy. A couple things I wanted to talk about a little more in depth this drop leg setup from 9 Toes Design. I think he just put up his Instagram at the time filming this, so I'll have it tagged. There's not a whole lot on it yet, but give him time. He puts out a quality product and sent me this to test out, and I wanted to give a bit of my thoughts. The idea is, you can see how this is your standard drop leg platform, and then your strap would usually be running between these two screw sets here. That can hike this guy up into your crotch, and make it really uncomfortable to be wearing this. And so his idea was, I wish I knew what this material was called because it's really cool, but I think that it's made, they make dry bags out of. Just at least a really thick version of it. So that drops it down a good 3 inches, so it can actually get around your thigh and keeps it nice and secure. Cool and multicam. It's a good little setup. So that's what I wanted to go over with the belt. So let me talk about the plates here real quick. Like I said, I'm kind of a skinny fucker, so I bought 8x10 plates. That might not have been the best choice because 8x10 is a lot smaller than I thought it would be, but it covers the range that it goes nipple to nipple is what I'm getting at. But inside the carrier, I wanted to keep it from shifting around, so here, this will make sense a bit. Mayflower has this great setup where they have 2 straps holding the plate in. See, this longer one which you can adjust kind of up and down, and then this one just keeping the flap closed. And so that's the plate. You can see what I did here is just take some foam, literally what I'm sitting on right now, some of the excess, and tape it around the edges to keep it from shifting back and forth like this. And then one little bit on the bottom just to keep it nice and tight. So they do look kind of tiny, but it fits it fits right over my rib cage, just like it's supposed to. So, and it looks fucking cool in multicam. Hoplite really kills it with this wrap. They look really sick. It took a while to get here, but Rona and civil unrest and fucking the world falling apart and aliens is keeping ceramic manufacturers from working at full capacity. So I totally get why it took so long. That is that. Might have to put a little more tape on there, but so far it's held really well. And I've been running in this every other day. I've been doing hell runs in this, give or take. And these haven't, it hasn't, it's worked out just fine. Nothing has shifted catastrophically, or who knows, I've never got shot at in this, so, you don't know. But so far, I've had a lot of success with this, and I love this strap system to keep the plates nice and high in there. Because without that, I don't know, this absolutely would not work with 8x10 plates. There's no way. I don't even know a single plate carrier that would. So that's all my gear. That's all my, again, no idea what to call it. Preparedness, I guess, would be the best word for it. Is my loadout for either civil unrest or zombies or who the fuck knows. Thanks for checking out this video, and more to come. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions of stuff you want to see, and catch you later.